Welcome back. Again, we are here at the greatest podcast in the world. It's your boy Suge. Now, unfortunately, I am short one host today. My boy Father Kai, he came down with the 19, the vid, I guess some people would call it. But Mr. Anti-Vaccine and all that shit, I guess that's what happens, huh? Anyway. But
I'm not vaccinated.
You're not anti-vax though, right? Look. You anti-vax though?
Yeah.
You anti-vax?
Yeah, I don't want.
Oh, we're going to get into that. Okay.
Oh, you going to write that down too?
Yeah, I'm putting that down. But no, man, we're going to have a great show here today. I'm going to have here soon joining us as well. It's going to be Butler. He's also on the team. He'll tell you a little bit about himself once he gets here. But I have somebody real special that's going to be here today. Somebody you're going to start seeing a lot more. This is Jasmine. Jasmine, go ahead and introduce yourself. Kind of tell the people about it. Oh, you don't want to do that?
So, y'all, I'm Jazz. I really hate introducing myself because as soon as somebody says, tell me about yourself, I just forgot. Like, I really forgot my name. He just reminded me. So, tell me what you want to know, Kai. I feel like we didn't really get a lot of
listen,
time.
See, you going to keep calling me Kai? You going to keep doing it?
That's who I meant first.
Kai? Okay.
Sorry, Suge.
Listen, look. That's all right.
Well, he's here in spirit.
He here in spirit. He is. He is. The voice of reason. So, listen. Well, I'll tell you, Jasmine, from what I know, she is, from Greenville, South Carolina. We're going to talk about just some of the stuff that she's done, kind of where she comes from, things like that a little bit. But Jasmine's she's been viral on TikTok here recently. And let me ask you, with that situation, now I don't want to pry. Like I said, I'm not going to dig too deep if you don't want to talk about it. But do you want to say anything about that elephant in the room, or you want to leave that alone?
It's a sensitive subject right now. I kind of want to just back away from it for a second until I can really gather my thoughts behind it.
Okay. New year, new me. Oh, sure. I'd have been like, we got to, but no, I understand.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I definitely appreciate it. Because I will say I might start crying on here,
Okay. No, we don't want that. It's your first time. So, no, we do not want that. So, we're good. We're glad to have you. We're glad to have you. So, Jasmine, kind of talk to me about, just kind of your backstory, things like that. I know you're from Greenville, kind of what got you into the media thing, like got you wanting to do this a little bit.
So, one thing that really interests me and that I've taken an interest on while I've been on my own life path or life journey, however we want to call it, was just watching how my friends and people that I love interact with each other and how I was interacting and what problems or negativity I would see that we would all have in common and trends that would keep us in the same cycles.
Okay.
So within those cycles, I started seeing that I was doing things that was really unhealthy for myself, but I was also noticing that it was made normal because everybody around me was doing it. So it was one of those things of like, is this the right thing to do? Or are we just doing this because we're used to doing it? So I was really in a shock for a while, maybe like mid 2022 of like, what am I supposed to be doing?
I feel you. So when you say like it was kind of like the stuff that you saw like coming up, was it almost like you wanted to? Because I'll tell you, the first job I ever wanted to do when I was in school, other than being like a WWE wrestler, I wanted to be a therapist. I swear, like a marriage counselor. So was it like something like that where you just kind of, you know what I mean? You wanted to help people or?
So, to be honest, while I was on my journey, one of the things that stuck with me is I said, you know what? I do not want little girls to ever get to this point of needing to go to therapy and needing to ask these deep questions or heal your inner self. Yeah. I want to be able to help girls or women, even adolescents, just really get to a point where before you get 25, 26 years old and you sitting in your bathroom or your tub crying about all the things that done happened to you over your life, you know how to deal with these things and you know what these problems look like so you don't cause yourself a problematic life. Because most of my life, I made those decisions. And I had to come to that realization that, yes, people did things to me, but I made the decision to continue to allow those things to happen.
Okay. So that's crazy though. A lot of people won't say that. Like you feel like some of the hardships and stuff that you go through is I feel you because I'm the same way. So people won't say that shit though, and that's fine. I'm glad you. It's almost like you self-aware. You know what I mean? Like
I had to get there though. Like I was not like that. I was in a victim mindset. So like when a lot of people talk to me now and they ask me like, oh, well, how you did this and how you did this, and I'd be like, I looked at myself. They be like, okay, so what else you did? And I'm like, no, it was me looking at me to say, okay, where did you make a decision here that changed the course of how things are going? What could you have done for this outcome to be different?
Yeah.
And I started picking through all of my situations. I'm like, you know what? I'm allowing this. I'm allowing that. And I keep getting hurt. But as soon as I don't allow it.
When you say like the victim mindset, just like the woe is me, like everybody just doing me wrong.
Everybody's out
that
to
type
get
of thing.
me. Or like one thing that I notice is common for people is they believe that their environment around them hurts them. Like, you know that saying, you're a product of your environment?
Right.
That is not true. That's not true.
What you mean?
You are not a product of your environment.
Okay.
You are not. Your environment produces, determines how you produce, yes. Okay. So sometimes you have to get out of your environment because your environment isn't supporting you. And if you're in a toxic environment, you're going to produce toxicity. If you're in a positive environment, positive mindset, you're going to produce positivity and flourish. Like, I have noticed that change in myself. Like, just in the last 3 months of thinking different has happened for me.
So it's a mindset thing.
It is.
That's fire. That's fire. Because it's funny, like how you say, like you say, like some girls, you get to the point where it's like you sitting in the bathtub crying, or just like kind of thing like that.
Men ain't shit.
That shit is crazy.
Balling out, but really we ain't shit. I feel like if we didn't allow a lot of the things we allow, y'all wouldn't have no leeway. Y'all wouldn't even have a leash to walk on.
What you mean? Total, you got to give me an example. So, because I get you guys, we do the same shit now. It's not like
y'all are good with boundaries though. That's where I learned boundaries from. Was my last relationship. I'm not even gonna lie. He had such good boundaries, and he was so good at telling me no to certain things. But my boundaries didn't matter. Like, he would always step over my boundaries, and I would always feel so much resent behind the fact that he was stepping over my boundaries, but he would not allow me to step over his boundaries. So I feel like, man, y'all can say no and hit it on the head and say, no, that ain't going. But as soon as we say no, y'all got a way of manipulating us, and we allow it. So it's not that it's just y'all manipulating, because we can be manipulative too. I'm not going to say that it's just one-sided, but I'm going to say that when a guy manipulates a woman to change her boundaries, we just present that as resent, and then you trying to figure out why this girl doing you dirty in the background, because really you done crossed her boundaries, and now she got resent for you, but she don't want to leave you because she love you. And, but really deep down she love you and hate you because you doing her dirty, and she can't say nothing about it because she's allowing it.
Oh man, that's crazy. Because I'll tell you, I mean, like setting boundaries, I done folded before. Like a girl that says, I done tried to set some boundaries. Yeah, that shit happens.
It's always that one though. You're gonna have somebody who's gonna let cross your boundaries. You gonna be like, damn.
And see, that's when it starts. That's when the shit get messy though. Like you said, 'cause I love you, now I hate you too. And but isn't hate part of love, I guess? Right?
What I learned is hate, love, and resent is all different things. Because I can love you, but resent out of you. I can resent doing anything for you. I can be so mad and still love you and still want to care for you. But resent, on my path, I have learned that if I do too much for somebody, I'm going to build resentment for them if they're not providing me that same thing back. So I need people around me that are providing me the same level of love that I'm giving.